Hey guys, Bittersteel here, back with another video, and boy, do I have a good one for you today. That's right, we're playing a disaster save as France this time, and yeah, that looks like a disaster, alright? It's 1940, and hell, I tried. Okay, should try it a little harder, I think. The French army have surely mastered the art of the retreat. Let's see if they can actually fight, though. Oh boy. Okay, Iron Man mode is on, and historical AI focus is on. Let's see just how terrible this is. It sure looks terrible. But first, I want to give a big shout out to today's sponsor, you guys. You guys have made this channel amazing. This last year has been just absolutely fantastic, and I want to give a little back to the community. And for that reason, with holiday cheer in mind, I am giving away five copies of No Step Back. All you have to do to get your hands on it is to go down into the comments and type Merry Christmas, or if you're not of the Christian persuasion, Happy Holidays. Just spread a little bit of that love. Happy Holidays or Merry Christmas, and I will select from those comments 5 winners who I will contact on the 25th of December, so on Christmas Day. So keep an eye on your YouTube account. Now, on to the video. Okay, first off, green bubbles are good. I like that. How's the army looking? Oh, it's still very diversified. I don't like having that many different types of divisions in my army. We'll have to figure that out. It does look like you beat Africa, so with Africa secured, this is actually winnable. If you were gonna lose Africa, you'd be in, well, even more of a shitter, I guess. Air Force. Yeah, no Air Force. It's pointless. Just halt. Navy. Got a sizable navy. What I'm planning to do is, if it works, bring my capital ships up here towards La Rochelle and provide shore bombardment bonus, at least to the outer flank of this line, and out here to Nice, so I'll split my fleet into 2 big fleets to cover those flanks with shore bombardment. Air Force is non-existent, though we'll need to build it up, assuming we can. Speaking of building it up, where's our manpower? Okay, you're mobilizing more men. You're on extensive conscription. What is the rest looking like here? You've made a few questionable choices. I'd say your first pick should have been the silent workhorse, but opinions can differ there. But this would have been helping you out now, because we need a lot of political power to make new choices and undo some of yours. Let's see, this guy's good, but we're not going to be building much. This guy's decent, I guess, but your stability's still gone. Yeah, we need stability. Giraud is okay, I guess. Military staff. Alphonse Georges, you went with speed, and I see you've used that speed to retreat. He's good. I like speed, so I'll keep him. Though defense might have been more beneficial to you at this point. Air. Naval air. You've gone with a naval aviation specialist while you have no carrier fleet. You have the 1 carrier, but you have no carrier planes, or at least none to speak of. So this is pointless. This is a waste of 50 political power. Let's see. This guy's decent, I guess. I probably would have gone with the ground support specialist, but yeah, decent. Special forces. You have what? 4 mountaineers? Yeah, 4 mountaineers. So this guy benefits exactly 4 of your divisions. I would replace him with the army regrouping specialist, give your divisions higher recovery rate, which you're gonna need at this point, or hold out and find one of your generals that can be upgraded, like Jean de Lattre de Tassigny here. He's level 5. You can give him either infantry expert or ambusher, and that unlocks the infantry specialist role. Oh no, wait, I'm wrong. If he gets infantry leader and then ranks up to level 4, he can get infantry specialist. This will benefit you much more. Then again, I don't know if I should make that choice now because you don't have stability. Might be better to just hold off on spending political power until we can do improved worker conditions or pretty much anything to boost our stability back up. We need a lot of stability, but I think we'll be better off at least surviving. Yeah, let's just see if we can survive before we do anything else. Jean is in command of the mountains against Italy. I don't need that much entrenchment there, but might as well. No, gonna hold off. First, I'm gonna give him the infantry specialist role. There we go. And I'm gonna hire him to my military command. And I'm gonna fire. Who am I gonna fire? Okay, so you've got the commando expert. He's pretty bad. I mean, you don't have that many special forces. Then you've got the division attrition guy, so the army logistics. He's okay, but in Western Europe, you barely take attrition. Barely. So I would not have picked him either, but you don't have that many other choices. And then you've taken the cavalry expert. He's good. He's very good. But to take advantage of him, you need to design your divisions as cavalry divisions. And I don't think you have... Let's see, you've got 4 cavalry divisions. Oh, I'm sorry, 5 cavalry divisions out of what? 100? And point something divisions, so that may not have been the best choice here, my friend. I think I'm gonna start by getting rid of one of these guys. I think Leclerc. Yeah, I'm gonna get rid of Philippe here, replace him with Jean. At least this will boost our infantry by a significant margin. Any other political power now is going to be saved up until I can do improved worker conditions. That will boost me over 50% stability. What else? Focuses. Well, you're pretty much done here. Your political branch is sorted. You've gone historical. You've gone defensive stratagems. Okay, so your disjointed government's gone, otherwise we wouldn't be here. Okay, this is decent. I'm sure there's some picks I would not have made, but I don't know this part of the focus tree all that well. I mostly labble around with the alt history stuff. Here, under beginner rearmament, I would have gone with the aggressive focus. Either battle of maneuver if you want to go mobile warfare. It's good, but not great, but air dominance. Air dominance would have saved your bacon. Production bonuses for fighters and casts, and just a ton of bonuses to air. This is where I would have put my research, not the other side. This is not a good side. I mean, extend the Maginot, fine. Alpine forts, okay. But your Maginot forts are in German hands. Your Alpine forts are being slowly whittled away by Italy. None of this really helped you, did it? I don't think it did. You would have even been better off with firepower kills and levée en masse because of the bonuses this gives. This is probably the worst of the bunch here, so don't pick this one. I recommend air dominance, and if you cannot or will not commit to air, at least go for firepower and levée en masse. As for this stuff, yeah, might as well. This is all we can really take. My plan is to invest in West Africa, then develop the Métropole, invest in metropolitan France, Algerian France, and Syria. I'm gonna not do Indochina. I think Japan usually takes that. And once I've got those, I'll be able to get some factories, mills, and some research slots. If I can hold on long enough to get these, at least we'll be a real country again. The rest is, there's nothing here really. Freedom Front, yeah, not worth 70 days. Air focus, yeah, this is pretty good, but we got 71 factories. We're not building any fighters right now, not to contest the Germans. What are we building though? Okay, infantry equipment, yeah, you're gonna need that. Support equipment, you're gonna need that, but not that much. Trains, I can ramp down trains a little bit. Trucks, again, don't need that many trucks. And basic light tanks, really basic. Do you have no other? You've got the improved chassis, but you never did anything with it. I'll check out research in a bit. I don't think I want to go for tanks now. I don't think it's a realistic scenario to build up a tank force from this. No, I think we're much better suited with something cheap. Just like motorized divisions or something. I don't think tanks are gonna cut it. Could be wrong though, could be wrong. We definitely need fighters, but you haven't researched regular fighters, so I'm gonna hold off changing this for a little bit. I want to see what your research looks like. Okay, you're working on armored research. A little late. The Germans are here, my friend. It's a little late. You'd be better off. Maybe I can make motorized or mechanized divisions instead. Don't have that many support companies either. So that's bad. You're sort of up to date with the artillery work, yes. Air is ridiculously low. You need more air. Okay, so I'm gonna switch you away from tank research and get fighters. Maybe there's a chance we can still build fighters. Fuel refining, yeah. Could do that, or I could just import fuel from the USA. I don't need this tech all that much. I'd rather get advanced machine tools and produce more stuff. I don't have that many research slots though, so a little limited. Excavation 3. Do I really want to wait another 31 days? No, I don't. I'm gonna switch out of this and go for dispersed 4. Anything else? This is up to date. I might just try and get mechanized. I might. I mean, it will be cheaper than going with tanks. Yeah, I think I want to go mechanized infantry, but we're not doing tactical bombers and we're not doing CAS, at least not for now. So I'll leave this untouched. Subs, yeah, finish the one sub you're building and then invest in convoys because we are going to need a lot of convoys. I have an idea to get people to give me stuff. All right, templates. Well, it's certainly thick. Yeah. I would not run with one of these, no. I would instead put more into improved artillery and then make a division template to make use of that. I would run with a 9-1 because you're running low on manpower, but you still got, I wouldn't say a decent, you still got a industry left. So what I would do, I'm gonna do this later because we can't right now. I think, oh, we can just do it. I'm gonna make this your basic infantry. So 9 infantry divisions, 1 artillery divisions, it's 21 combat width. It's still got good defense, decent-ish, but at least it has some bite to it that every time the Germans attack, they will pay for it. This should be more than capable of holding the line, provided we can actually get enough artillery built. Then our templates, I'll leave the cavalry as is. The motorized template, not great, not terrible. We'll work with this later. I think I'm gonna go with motorized, I think, as my strike team. I can later make mechanized. Yeah, I'm getting rid of the basic light tanks. Then all tank divisions. Select all these tank divisions and convert them into motorized. Don't have the equipment for it though. Yeah, let's make everyone infantry. That's just gonna be the better choice here. So our tanks have become infantry. I'll leave my motorized as is, unless... I think they'll be better off as regular infantry, and we'll take the equipment back. That way, at least, they should be able to benefit from the bonuses that our general gives. And I'll leave the cavalry. Other side here, the Alps. There's a tank division that's... Ooh, yeah, that doesn't have a lot of stuff left. Let's also make you an infantry division. Cavalry can stay. The motorized, I'm converting to infantry as well. All right, so we are on a bit of a shortage, but that's fine. We can fix that. We are still making quite a few guns. What are we building? Mills. That's good. We are going to need a lot of military factories. A whole lot of military factories. Still have a few civs left. Let's trade. Don't actually need to import anything. That's good. Might import some oil, though. No, I don't think I'm using... Yeah, I'm going to use oil for the Navy. Of course, I'm going to need a little bit of oil. Anyway, I think that is all the changes I want to make to my land army. I don't think I can do anything else, really. I'm gonna set a field marshal order here, though, instead of that fallback line. And we'll be ambitious, and we'll start planning for our inevitable counterattack. Oh, this is gonna go well, isn't it? I want to start begging for stuff, and the easiest way to get that done is to create a massive, massive deficit. How am I going to do that? I'm going to edit this template. There, just put a dot in front of it. Update. This will be a new division template. Remove, and make you artillery. This is what we'll be using in the future. And I'm gonna queue up a whole bunch of these guys that we never have the equipment for. Now we have a massive deficit of artillery and infantry equipment. I'm gonna unpause the game. I'll leave it to run for a few days, and then I'm gonna start Operation Beg.
Eventually.
Alright, it's been a few hours. Time for Operation Beg. Our first target, the United Kingdom. Ask for a Lend-Lease. Well, you give me UK guns? Yes. Artillery? No. Ah, that's sad. Maybe you'll give me fighters? No. The UK will send me guns? At least it's something. Maybe the Soviet Union will send me stuff. They don't like the Germans. Oh, they'll send me artillery and guns. If only I could get a deficit of trucks. Technically. Could just queue up a bunch of trucks instead as well. There, that's an even bigger deficit. Now let's negotiate with the Soviets. Trucks, yes. Guns, yes. Artillery, yes. Good. Anyone else who might send me stuff? Turks are nearly there. I need to improve our relations by maybe a tick or two, and they'll send me stuff as well. And the USA, they want more relations before they send me anything, I guess. Yes, I need to get our relations up with the US and Turkey, and then I can beg from them as well. Let's see what we're getting. Well, the UK is useful as ever. At least the Soviets are coming through here. 40,000 guns, 1,500 artillery, and almost 300 trucks. Problem being, it has to come by sea, and I can only supply a tenth, like 10% of the required convoys. Hey, it's better than nothing, right? At least those will slowly trickle in over the next couple of months. All right. As for this, all I can really do is put up some sort of active defense while either giving ground or holding out. I don't see any way to really force anything to happen here. I'm just gonna set these hubs to motorized and hope that is enough supply for my units. Okay, so the fleet here is in position, and we are now providing shore bombardment to the battle in La Rochelle. This will help. And the fleet here is also in position, but the Italians are cowards and are not attacking Nice. But that's fine. That's fine. Let's just hold. Let's just hold. I need rubber. Where am I gonna get rubber? I can't trade with anyone overseas. Alright, I have... Oh, I know why. I have rubber, but I can't import my own because all of my convoys are being used to transport those Russian Lend-Leases my way. Ah, yeah, I'm gonna need I'm gonna need a lot more convoys. Which reminds me, how about I go asking for convoys as well? Yep, they'll send me convoys, and they'll send me convoys. There we go. That's like 60 extra convoys. Let's ask Turkey and the US for convoys as well. Improve relations with the Turks first. They're closest. Meanwhile, let's have a look at the casualties. France has taken a hit. 500,000 casualties here. But we have dished them out as well. 1.2 million losses for the Germans and 780k for the Italians. That is more than 2-to-1 losses here. France is actually not doing too badly. Except the fact that we are 30% towards capitulation. No, wait, we're 86% towards capitulation. We control 30% of the victory points. Oh man, I don't know if we can afford to lose another victory point. Maybe 1, 2 at most, but that's it. All right, Turkey, stop improving relations. Let's send me some stuff. What can you get me? All right, need to fake my deficit again. They'll send me guns. Will you send me artillery? I need to fake my deficit bigger, more deficit. Yeah, let's try it again. Okay, Turkey, you'll send me guns, no artillery, but you will send me infantry equipment, and that's it, really? You have nothing more to give? That's unfortunate. Oh well. Maybe airplanes? You'll send me fighters and some convoys. I'll accept that. Ooh, 18,000 guns. Yes, please. I mean, most of the stuff they're gonna send us is garbage. I am well aware, but at least I will be able to put guns in the hands of my soldiers, because several right now don't. There's so little I can do here, except try to manually micromanage the defense, but to what end, really? Realistically, what are we gonna do here? I can only sit here and either wait for the Russians to declare in Germany, or for the Americans to join the war and come start pouring in. At least Greece is doing fairly decent here, and we do control Africa, so there is that at least. German pressure is mounting. There are certain provinces that I will not be able to hold, like La Rochelle. It's plains, so no defensive modifiers, and it can be attacked from 3 sides. This will eventually fall, I fear. I don't think I can hold it, not without air cover. Like, they completely dominate us, and the only benefit we have is shore bombardment. That's not gonna tip the balance. And then there's provinces like this one, Rhône. It can be attacked from 1, 2, 3 sides, and again, it's just hills, so it's not great. I think we will be slowly losing, and best I can do is slow it down enough for the allies to come reinforce us. You hear that, UK? You take those 40 divisions off the island and ferry them over here and come help me. If anyone's wondering why the UK is not helping me, the UK in historical is programmed not to commit troops to France to prevent its army getting stuck when France capitulates. Which is annoying when France doesn't capitulate and just slowly gets ground into the dust. Ooh, free stability, yes please. Romania is in. That means Greece is gonna get overrun. Well, Greece had a good run here. Oh, we're getting pushed, and we're getting pushed hard. Germany is ramping up here. Okay, to prevent total collapse of the line, I'm gonna take individual units, assign them to a new general. Let's see, a couple of loose ones there. Any battle that seems like it's a loss, I'm just gonna select a unit in it, and I'm gonna issue a last stand order on the cheap just to buy myself time. I need time. So Freidenberg, you will do, and last stand. Now those tiles will not fall for a while, at least 7 days. Oh, Germans have brought up their railway guns. Man, can't anything go my way? At least our manpower is slowly mobilizing. Very, very slowly. Does look like the Germans are at the very edge of their supply lines, but I'm afraid to push. I don't dare pushing forward. They will try to take the hubs at Vichy and Limoges, and I cannot allow that to happen. Alright, more political power. Let's ask the USA to improve relations, and hopefully they'll send me stuff as well. Yes, I know, I don't have the convoys to accept all of it, but I can ask them for convoys as well. Every little bit helps. You know, every gun I get for free is a gun I don't have to produce. It just gives me time. What I need is time. Preferably a lot of it. Now, you've got the goal here, commanding troops. I would much rather have him as my offensive general. He has decent attack and some not terrible traits, mostly as an armor leader. Anyone else I could make use of? Do you have any cavalry generals? Because I am gonna go with trucks, I think. Ooh, Jean de Lettre d'État Signé. He will command my cavalry force, okay. And I'll replace him with René Ollery. Yeah, he'll do fine for the defense here. He'll manage. It's fine. No, my deficit of guns seems to be growing. Yeah, I need more guns. What more guns? Combat doesn't stop. That seems to be what's really slowly killing me. There's never time to recover my troops. Never. I do like seeing all those green bubbles though. It is desperate what we're holding. Alright, stop improving relations. We're at 40 and please, please, please USA send me stuff. Right, need to fake my deficit. Of course I do. It's a little bit longer. I won't really have to fake anything. Oh, what will you send me? Guns? No artillery. That's sad. You'll send me guns, and it does appear to be that is it. Maybe some fighters. Okay, you'll send me fighters and convoys. Well, that's not a lot, Roosevelt. That really is not a lot. Even Stalin's sending me more. Oh well, it is something. I am, however, several convoys short. Well, I'll just sit here twiddling my thumbs. No, Turkey, I know. No. I'll just sit here twiddling my thumbs while this is going on. Not much I can do. Just the occasional last stand or maneuver divisions into position manually. That's about it. Well, at least he managed to get this far with some semblance of an intact army, because if you didn't have this many troops, you'd be lost. There would be no getting out of it. At least we have enough divisions to stack even the playing tiles with infantry, so there is hope. There is some hope. I want stability though. This will give me 5, so we'll be closer to 50. And I do think devalue the franc. I saw that here somewhere. Yeah. This one should wear out in 5 months. That is a long time though. In 5 months we'll definitely have 50% stability. Hopefully we can be a little quicker about it. Now I've also been through your generals and I noticed you've given most of them infantry expert. I'm gonna assume you had something else in mind than the current scenario, so I don't know what your thinking was. It's not wrong, but you technically don't want to attack with infantry. If you're building an infantry army for the defense, you'd be better off with ambusher, as the entrenchment bonus will ensure those troops actually hold against most attacks. It would have been very, very beneficial now. Infantry attacker, yeah, it's usually not... infantry expert, I mean, sorry. It's usually not that great. All that fresh manpower is steadily disappearing as it's being mobilized. France is bleeding. And let's keep asking for stuff from our allies. UK, do you have any more guns to send me? Please, man, please. Or convoys. I'll take your convoys. You won't send me guns, just send me convoys. Again, for you, Stalin, I'm very grateful for your generous contribution, but more convoys would be nice. It does look like the Greeks are holding, but maybe they have some spare stuff for me as well. I'm gonna ask literally anyone I can for stuff. Ooh, artillery, guns, trucks. Wow, Greece coming in. Just not fighters. So convoys, trucks, equipment, artillery, everything. And a lot of it, well, a decent amount of it at least. Thanks. I just hope we can last long enough. Maybe I could start switching some divisions over to the new template. That would ease off on the manpower and the infantry equipment. I do have the towed artillery for it, for at least a couple armies to switch over. Ooh, just as I did that, they attacked. That's bad. Yeah, the Axis attacks just rarely, if ever, stop. But as long as we're winning, that's actually to our favor, because we are up to 1.7 million casualties for Germany and 890,000 for Italy. I'm gonna slowly switch over as many armies as I can to the new infantry template. Just try to do it between waves of attacks, otherwise you end up with troops that are not fully equipped and taking a beating. I think that was most of our artillery used up now. Yeah, at least it has given us a nice surplus of guns for a while. I just hope my friends are willing to send me more artillery. Yugoslavia's in. Now usually that will be bad, but this means there's another person here I can ask for stuff. Take my deficit as usual, and let's see what they have for me. Artillery, yes. Guns, yes. Trucks, oh, they'll send me anything. Do you have fighters? Oh, no fighters. And convoys. Thank you very much for that general contribution, Yugoslavia. Why are you sending me 0 trucks though? Oh well, at least that equipment will not end up in Axis hands, because I don't see Yugoslavia surviving this. No. They could very easily defend this by falling back towards the Serbian mountains and fighting in Bosnia and Serbia, while linking up with Greece to take care of Bulgaria, but they never will. They're just stupid. It's the AI, I don't blame them. An expedition. Ooh, 16 divisions. Yes, UK, I'll take those 16 divisions and immediately ferry them over to France. Go, 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 go. Get those boys to France. Of course, once I can make my own divisions and manpower stabilizes, I'll replace these, because they're probably not that great, but I definitely want them. Ah, I forgot. Don't have that many convoys available. Right. It's gonna take a while for those troops to arrive now. Strikes. Really, you're gonna give me strikes? France. People of France, we are fighting for our very lives. Our way of existence is threatened by the Axis. We are under attack from the north. We are under attack from the east. And to our south looms another fascist menace. And you're gonna go on strike? Really? Really? We are the guardians of democracy, the last remaining strength of the allies on the continent. Because, you know, that's not sticking around. But you want to go on strike. This is the most French event I've ever gotten. Fine. Fine. Imagine going on strike in a situation like this. Like, what's your plan here? Why? Why? Looks like Germany have stopped attacking. It's actually not that good. Then again, I'm able to actually build up now. We're getting some manpower. Our reserves are replenished, sort of, kind of. Ah, never mind. German attacks. Metropole developed. We are getting close to 50% stability. And now I'm going to do these investment focuses, except for Indochina, because that one tends to be eaten by Japan. I don't want to give Japan factories, do I? Ah, doctrines. Yes. Well, I don't think it matters that much which side you pick here. I don't like Grand Battle Plan all that much. I probably would have gone with the assault focus, knowing that I will be using motorized infantry or mechanized infantry, but I guess we're stuck with this now, so infiltration will be fine. Hooray, stability. Oh, yes! That put us at 50%. Lucky. Okay. That should be the last of the strikes, we'll see. And with the strike over, I'm gonna create an intelligence agency, La Deuxième Bureau. At least I can build a spy network and we can get ready to strike back at the Germans. I'd like to have some of my France back, please. Meanwhile, I'm keep asking for a convoy, so every time a shipment comes in, I go and, let's see here, I go and request modify incoming lend-lease, and if there's no convoys attached to it, I'll attach some convoys, send the offer, and we get the original offer plus the convoys they promised. So at least that way, we'll keep building up the amount of convoys we have available, and we'll be able to suck up that lend-lease quicker, especially the American and Russian ones. They are going to be big for surviving this. Everything else seems to be going quite well. I might actually start diverting some industry towards improving these supply hubs, because I have a feeling we may be getting American visitors soon, and I would very much like them to feel at home and not starve on the front line. It is 1941. This is usually the time America decides to play ball. Part of me really wants to use tanks, but with this industry, that's not happening. What's this? Justification? Ah, yes. Japan is Japanning. Don't worry about it. And devalue the franc's gone, so our stability is secure. Hasn't done our industry any good though, so that's unfortunate. Time to put some spies out and prepare for our glorious return, and research is finishing up as well. Let's boost the industry first. I have a feeling that the added strength from those allied units... Oh, never mind, Germany's attacking again. It had been a couple of months before they launched an attack, so... I do think they are starting to see us as too strong to push, and they stop attacking. I don't really want them to stop attacking, if I'm being honest. I very much like it when they attack pointlessly. Let's tinker with this motorized division. I've used it before in my Lithuania video. I want to give it another go. I was very impressed with it then, so I hope it can save my bacon now. Pretty much just 24 combat with, 6 trucks, 4 motorized artillery. I hope this thing pays off. Maybe I'll change some of the motorized towards mechanized later on, but my industry is going to need to recover before I can do anything of the sort. The United States is in. I'm expecting a flood of American troops to come to me now. And in preparation, I better start upgrading my railway network. Or I could just turn off Allied supply, but I'd very much like some help in taking France back. So I'm going to prioritize my infrastructure for a bit. I know, my industry is already shit enough as it is, but I need to make decisions. Oh, speaking of decisions, I missed this bit. Tenacious defense, not great. I would have picked either best of the best, but you don't really need fresh generals, or theater training. Theater training is great for grinding terrain traits on your generals, and that gives you improv expert. Excellent choice there. I would pick this. Tip of the spear, again. Why? You don't have paratroopers, you don't have marines. Nothing in this matters. Naval invasion capacity, yeah, it's great, but who you're naval invading? Germany's right next door. Instead, either go for professional army corps, but since you're a democratic nation, you have access to relief of command. Pick relief of command. So much army experience here, plus cheaper army advisors. Please, for the love of God, pick this one. As for this one, flexible organization or logistical focus, either one of these is pretty okay. Alright, political power, many options here. I could just keep cleaning up your army cabinet, but I think we're holding well enough, so I'm not going to touch that for now. I could pick the silent workhorse now, get more political power. I think we're going to do that and not touch anything else for now, except for maybe the aircraft designer. No, I'll get the PP guy first. America, 1 division. You know what? I don't even want to bother with that. Thanks for nothing. I could join the war against Japan, but they'll take my Southeast Asia. I don't wanna. Well, we'll be nice. We'll play along with our friends. We'll join the war. I just hope the Americans will defend Southeast Asia. The UK wants to send 33 divisions. Normally I'd say cool, and that's gonna help me defend, but I don't want to bother. I just don't want to bother. I'd rather the Germans attack me non-stop here, which sadly they've stopped doing now because of all the extra allied troops. At least Italy's still going for it at the expense of many, many Italians. They're up to 1 million casualties, and Germany's up to 3.2 million casualties. And they have not taken an inch of land. Well, other than the several millions of inches they've already taken. I'm shocked that I can actually push the Germans now. Best take advantage of it. Like, take some of my stuff back here. We've been on the defensive for far too long. This is just infantry pushing now. I am hopeful that we can make something happen here. Let's take a little bit of our land back. You know, as Winston Churchill once said, thank God for the French army. Well, we've actually managed to push a couple of tiles. It's not much, but it's something. And we've pushed them closer to their own supply lines, meaning they feel more confident to attack now, which I very much encourage. Come on, Schmittler, keep throwing your men away. I'm shocked that Yugoslavia is still here. Well, not that shocked considering. Oh my god, the UK is really... The UK just, and all allied AI just have a thing for the Balkans, don't they? Just overstacking it like crazy. That's gonna cost you. If you don't hold there, that is gonna cost you. And our first trucks are being rolled off the production line. Jean is going to enjoy these very much. Don't know where to use them yet though. Like, this terrain is all excellent. It's just that I need more supply in the regions before I can do anything. So I'm still building up my railways. Now with fighters researched, I'm gonna start producing fighter twos. Now chances are that I'll not be able to come back from our massive loss in the air war. I mean, Germany's got this pretty well stacked, but maybe with some allied help we might be able to put up a fight. Best also upgrade these, but I'm a little short on air experience currently. Let's see if my motorized can do something here. Preferably something stupid. Oh yeah, they're doing something stupid, alright. Breaking through, overrunning the enemy. Oh, this might actually end up going very well for me. Not expecting that. Let's not overplay our hand though. Let's keep the game a little slower. I'm liking this. I'm liking this. We are getting something done now. Keep pinning divisions. I don't want them redeploying. With a little bit of luck, we'll have an encirclement on our hands here. Yes! Oh, good. Oh, now this does look disgusting though. Make sure the infantry follows. And prepare to strike back. Oh, Germany, we've had to wait for this long enough. It's time we took what is ours. Couple of quick and dirty encirclements, and we are in a much better position already. Let's see if we can take the rest of France back. It looks like we are smashing our way through this. What if we use makeshift bridges as well? Can we get across? Maybe. It is a definite maybe. Oh, does look favorable. They just reinforce memed. Now it's my turn to meme. Come on. Come on. Yes! Okay, I got my trucks across. Immediately and aggressively expand this gap. We have an opportunity here. If I can push towards Cherbourg, I can cut off the entirety of the Britain Peninsula, or the Peninsula of Brittany. That's a big blow to the Germans. Go. Aggression. Well, they're throwing everything they've got to stop me. Might just be enough. Yeah, I've been stopped by supply. Too many divisions in too small an area. And I'm unable to quickly expand because of the amount of units that constantly keep attacking me. And even if I win these battles where I'm attacking, it doesn't matter because they keep me pinned here. One attack after another, and it just does not stop. Oh! Oh, something is happening now. Come on, come on. Yes! Okay. Gotta be careful here now. This is very risky. Need to push these guys towards Brest and do it quickly before the Germans know what's up. And the infantry needs to redeploy ASAP, just strategic redeployment. Okay, take Cherbourg. That is a bunch of supply. Okay, we're taking back parts of our country now. I suppose it wouldn't hurt for the infantry to help out, but just on this front. I don't want to pushing it to France proper. Too many Germans there. And yes, I know battle planning, this is not optimal. I'm not looking for optimal. I've been here for a while. I'm just looking to get this done. Boy, this is expensive though. The glorious liberation of France. Meanwhile, yeah. Also, the US has some sort of shipping business going on here. I don't know what they're doing, but they're doing something. I'll just have to liberate my country on my own. I wonder if we actually inflicted a decent amount of casualties here. We must have. Oh yeah, we definitely did. 4.6 million casualties for Germany. At least to France alone. And 1.1 for Italy. Coming back from this, baby. France is back in the game. And my trucks just keep trucking. Something tells me Germany have overextended themselves by a lot. Can actually hurt Germany a lot. All right, more research slots, thanks. Just plowing through their lines. I don't think they have lines anymore. That's the liberation of Belgium going on here. Good. I'm a little shocked with how easily Germany just fell over once we pushed through. Well, this might actually just be it for Germany. Oh yeah, another encirclement there. Methinks Germany's not long for this world. I am going to, however, ask for control of a few states here, because I don't think you've earned them, Netherlands. Oh, you won't even give them to Luxembourg then? Will you give me control of Moselland? Really? Do you think I've not done enough to earn my slice of the pie here? It seems we have run into our own Maginot Line. That is difficult to push through, huh? We built it very well, yes. I'm a little annoyed that Luxembourg won't give me that state. Luxembourg's done nothing in this entire game, and they're still refusing to give up the goods. Damn you. Damn you, Luxembourg. Still, that little stunt there was another 1 million German casualties. And France is pretty much liberated. All they are squatting on is half of Alsace-Lorraine, so part of the Maginot here, and Italy has a couple of tiles of Savoie. Other than that, France is back in the game, baby. Look at that. We're back. And we're in Germany. The roles have reversed, Schmittler. We're coming for you now. I'm intrigued by these French military plans to attack their own territory. Let's not. Pinning attacks from the side. Come on. Break Stuttgart. No, they're still funneling troops in. Oh, and we're through, but yeah, that doesn't really help us much. Afraid those troops will be stopped in their tracks almost immediately. Oh, no, maybe we can make something happen. All right, quick breakout. And head south, encircle some troops. Come on, for the love of God, how long does it take to cross a fucking river? Okay, so that breakout was nothing. Good to know. Good to know my army's still the useless French army. Couldn't cross a river to save their lives, could they? No. Oh, this is not exactly going as planned, but maybe we can still close? No. Yes, maybe. Just every time I think I've got it, they funnel more troops in. How are they doing this? Is that an encirclement? Does that count? No, it's back. Oh, okay.
Eventually.
Oh, finally. Okay, we managed to push through to the Swiss border. It took us way longer than I would have liked. At least now maybe we can finally put a stop to this. This is a lot of divisions that I can't just easily crush because they're on level 10 forts, and even with green air, that's a nightmare to break. I don't have any fortress busters, so yeah. It is what it is. Do I want to push in northern Italy? I don't want to push through the mountains. I know I'm gonna hate this, but I'm just gonna let the UK and Americans deal with Italy. Let's try to make a big breakout here. Oh yeah, I think we've made our big breakout here. Oh boy. Germans really seem spent. Yeah, I don't think they're gonna come back from this massive... Oh my god, the motorized. Oh, the motorized is hilarious, but it's going in the wrong direction because these are not German cores. I love it, but that was stupid. Prague is not... Is it, though? No, it's not core territory. So that was hilarious, but ultimately pointless. It did, however, bring me closer to Berlin, so let's just push up toward Berlin. And as expected, the Allies are busy cocking up the invasion of Italy. I'm having trouble deciding who is the more incompetent AI, Italy or the UK at this moment. Doesn't matter, my trucks are steaming along. We'll be in Berlin in no time. There we go, Berlin is taken. Fall of Berlin, the French tricolore can now be seen flying over the Reich Chancellery. And we have cut the Reich in half. Let's steam ahead and liberate Denmark. Lord knows why, they've not been exactly useful, but it seems like the polite thing to do. Also, the Maginot Line still has not fallen. I cannot for the life of me break these divisions. They're taking 20% attrition. Good lord, we must have killed so many Germans by now. Yeah, France alone has killed 6.3 million Germans. That's just the fighting, men. Whew. Though we have suffered some casualties. 1.7 million Frenchmen have lost their lives in defense of the country. It was a good cause. Alright, Denmark's liberated. That's something. It's putting into Mr. Schmittler's empire. Wonder where those 9 German factories are. Oh. Yeah, this will be it. They managed to retake the entirety of Norway. Well, my Norwegian friend's not gonna like that. Italy is almost dealt with. There we go. That is a peace deal. Let's take what we earned and be done with it. And with the traditional disgusting peace deal, we can end this disaster save on a win. We have definitely won this. So, got ourselves democratic Germany with not too unreasonable borders, except for this mess in Silesia and in Pommern. God, they gave Memel back to Lithuania. The Czechs came out of this one pretty intact, so that's new. I like that. The rest of the map, it could be worse, could be better, but it is what it is. In the end, we have survived and thrived. We came back from having half of France to being the absolute winners of this war. Now, I hope you've enjoyed this video. I know I had a lot of fun playing this, but if you liked it, leave a like, consider subscribing, and hit that bell icon to be notified whenever I upload more content. Anyway, next video up here, I selected it just for you. I know you'll love it.